My name is Adama Miracle, and this is my tale of transformation. I met God's servant in August 2017. I attended the Dentimos Proza's first concert, and so that was how. Yes, I was a person that was confused about life. I didn't know anything about myself. I didn't think anything good could come out of my life. I was living in sin, and loss was dealing with me at that moment, at that point of my life. So I had traits of lying. I was stealing at that point, and also I was very abusive. I could use my tongue to say negative things about people, and it was very bad at that point. And then lastly, what I could remember of me then was that I was very stubborn. It was as though the spirit of stubbornness was possessing me. I could remember I heard my mom once or twice praying about it and asking and begging God, even crying, that God should help her daughter. I think I forgot to mention also that I had serious pride in my heart at that point. I never believed in ministers of the gospel. I just think every one of them was fake, because I've had experiences with them. And so when I went for JNI's meeting for the first time, the first thing, deliverance that came for me was my heart, and I could see at that point that not every minister was the same. The first trait I saw in Pastor James Kure that made me know that this was indeed different from every other minister I've seen was that he was humble to what I saw that day. And then this spirit of stubbornness that I know that was in my life vanished, because I came for the meeting, the subsequent meeting, and Pastor James Kure called me out, and then he said he saw, or he's seen me in chains, and he doesn't know why. He started telling me things about myself, which at first I did not believe that he could know those things, because these were big things about my life. And then I started crying, and he prayed for me, and I fell under the influence of the Holy Ghost. That's one thing I do not even believe in. I do not believe in people falling under power. I just think that, okay, maybe somebody just pushes them, or the pastor just pushes them with their hands and they fall under the influence of the Holy Ghost. But then it happened to me right there and then that was how my deliverance started. And another noticeable thing that changed in my life was the presence of the Holy Ghost in my life. I began to have a relationship with the Holy Ghost, and this was because I saw everybody at Glory Network International having this relationship, even without them saying it. Their life was showing that they have a relationship with the Holy Ghost. And then I started craving for this relationship, and to God be the glory, He did it for me. One notable change that has happened to my life after meeting with God's servant and Glory Network International is the love of Jesus that I now know and have. And also I now have belief in the supernatural. Not because I've seen God do it to people, but I've seen God do it in my life. My life now is a testament of God's goodness and mercy. I am not ashamed to serve Jesus anywhere, everywhere, and anyhow. And this is my tale of transformation.